Hey guys, welcome to my new series called NFL Saturday. This is a series where I'm going to be taking in my opinion, the top three games, the top two games of each week, and I'm going to go over them, discuss them, what I think is going to happen, who I think is going to win. This week I'm always going to be talking about a New England game because they are my team. This week I'm going to be talking about the Dallas Chicago game and the Cincinnati Indianapolis game, along with the New England Cleveland game. Let's jump right into it. Dallas and Chicago. Um, this is a big game for both teams. They're tied in their division at 7-4 with the Philadelphia Eagles. Um, they win this game, and obviously they're going to up their chances in this division. I don't think Philadelphia has the team to advance far into the playoffs, even win this division, simply because they're so young. At least their quarterback is, and I don't know if he has the poise to figure out to thrive under that pressure late in the season and advance in the playoffs. Tony Romo was a little more experienced, although he hasn't been exactly clutch in late game situations and in final games of the season. I'm going to give the upper edge here to Dallas in this game, just simply because I think what they have is more. They have a more well-balanced, rounded team. I'm going to give you a few examples here. Chicago is missing their starting quarterback, Jay Cutler. I believe he's out again this week. I believe it was an ankle injury. The Chicago defense over the last 6 games is giving up an average of 205 rushing yards. That is a ton of rushing yards. Um, if Dallas can exploit that that run defense at all, they have the weapons on offense to blow up and to just explode. I think Dallas in this game, if they can play like they know how, I think they can run the ball against Chicago. And if they do that well, they're going to pick the Bears defense apart because they're not what they used to be. Um, Dallas, they're missing, I believe Miles Austin is still out. He's always hurt. He's kind of a question mark. But Dez Bryant, he's a good, solid receiver. He's one of the best in the game. And if he gets open, if he gets in his groove, he can do some damage. Chicago defense isn't as strong as it used to be, and I really think Dallas is going to take this game. Although saying that, the NFL is a game of desperation and a game of will. Who wants it more? You're going to win if you want it more. Chicago is one game back in their division to Detroit, and they have the Packers right behind them. The Packers obviously aren't as strong because they're missing Aaron Rodgers. There's a potential to get them back, so Chicago's going to be pretty motivated to come out and win this game because if they don't win this game, their chances of the division and even the wild card are pretty dramatically decreased just because of what's happening in that conference. You have New Orleans and Carolina both at 9-3. One of those teams is probably going to win the wild card, and then you have San Francisco at 8-4. So if the Chicago Bears fall to 6-7, their playoff chances are pretty much gone. So in saying that, I still think Dallas has the edge, and I think they're going to come out and win it. You never know though with Dallas because they've done some things in the past that kind of make you not want to go with him in big game situations and in clutch games. So in saying that, I'm still gonna take Dallas. I think they're gonna win 24-17. I think it'll be a close one. It's Monday night under the lights. Both teams are gonna want it. I think Dallas is gonna win it, 24-17. Um, I just I can't. I don't see Chicago right now without their starting quarterback taking advantage of the Dallas defense isn't great, but it's better than I think people give it credit for. I think they're a pretty good defense, but you know, I don't think Chicago's got what it takes to exploit it. I think Dallas wins 24-17 and give themselves a better playoff hope. Moving on to the Cincinnati and Indianapolis game. This is a very big game for both teams. The division for both of these teams, is pretty much wrapped up. Since the Bengals being 2 games up, if they win this game, they can almost ice it just because of, the fact that Baltimore is not a great team this year. Um, Indianapolis is in the lead of their division. They are 3 games up against Tennessee. That division's pretty much over. If they win this game, that division's pretty much wrapped up. But this game is big because this game has a lot to do with who's going to host and who's going to be on the road. Um, in terms of the wild card week. Because if Cincinnati, well, both of these teams should host a playoff game in the wild card week simply because they're division leaders. If they both win their division, they will host. But later on down the road, if both Cincinnati and Indianapolis win their games, win their playoff games, and advance, you'll want to have the better record because if they upset a Denver or New England and play in the AFC Championship game, they have a chance to host one at home. Both of these teams are going to be motivated to get their division wins and to get a better seed in the playoffs because deeper in the playoffs, you want to be playing at home in your home atmosphere. Cincinnati's got a very good defense, very good strong front four, and they can rush the quarterback. They have an average offense. Their quarterback Andy Dalton can do some good things. They have a great all-star superstar receiver in AJ Green. He's a game changer, and he can do all sorts of things that's going to help that will help them win. Indianapolis, they can't run the ball like they wanted to when they first originally got Trent Richardson. I mean, they gave up a first round pick for the guy, and he really hasn't done anything. Donald Brown has kind of emerged as the starting running back. Um, I don't think they're going to be able to run the ball on Cincinnati as well as they want to, and it's going to be tough without running it on that team to beat them in the passing game. I see Cincinnati winning this game simply because their defense is pretty stout, and I think they'll shut down Indianapolis, and their offense can do some good things as well. So I see Cincinnati winning this game 27. I'm going to say 27-20. Um, I just think that they're a better, well-rounded, well-rounded team than Indianapolis is. Now, on to my game, the New England game. On paper, this game doesn't seem like it's be a very competitive game, but if you look at the stats, if you look at what's happened in the last couple of weeks, Josh Gordon has two 200-yard receiving games in a row. That's 400 plus receiving yards in the last two games. No one else has done that before. Um, if New England can stop that, though, I really think they don't have. I really think they're going to win this game. Um, I don't think Cleveland's going to outplay them and beat them. I think New England's got, I mean, they've got a better team, a more well-rounded team. They can run the ball well. They can pass the ball well. Their defense, it's pretty shoddy at times. But if they can get that run D, I mean, if there can be any run D, there hasn't been any run D in the last two games. If that run D can do anything, I think it's going to be tough for for Cleveland to win this game. New England's just got a better team. They've got a better quarterback. They've got a better coach. I think in all facets of the game, they're a better team. Um, and they're a winning team. They've won close games this year. They just find ways to win. So I'm going to say New England's going to win this game 31-17. Really don't think Cleveland's going to upset these guys. They're too good of a team. They're too good in December and late games. The only time really New England really gets upset is in the beginning of the season when they're figuring out their team still, and they just in later parts of the season, Brady gets these guys riled up. He gets this team doing what it does best, and they're sharp at the end of the season. They're sharp, and I really don't see Cleveland upsetting them. So those are my predictions. What I think are the top 2-3 games of the week. This will be happening every week, so stay tuned. Next Saturday, hopefully, I'm going to be doing this during more midday sort of thing, so people aren't seeing this on a Sunday. It's 1:40 where I am, and I'll be uploading this right now. So yeah, I hope you guys like this. Next week I'll be doing the same thing, and stay tuned for episode number 5 of my Fall Let's Play. Thanks a lot. Bye.